my beautiful, beautiful blossom. I have some incense going for you here as we are about to delve into how to read your astral chart and why should you do it now? Why is your spirit team calling this to your attention? Well, my beautiful blossom, it's something that we are going to definitely find out why. I've always been one of those people who loved reading the back horoscopes of the magazines. It was so fun to do as a child. Definitely, it was unfortunately a guilty pleasure of mine. I would always grab a Cosmopolitan and read it. Like, it was so interesting to me how at probably 80% of the time it was pretty accurate. But there were those times when it wasn't. And so it kind of made me feel a little sad. And so unfortunately, as I grew older, it was very taught in a very evil, scary, voodoo like thing that let's not even get into. Let's have some fun here with this coyote energy, which is being reminded to us not to take things too seriously. Bring more balance between this wisdom and playfulness, because we might need to lighten up. You know, getting your birth chart recorded for you, it's actually a sign of protection, because you're entering a phase that in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life with the universe, you do have to be discerning and say no to things that have been holding you back now and in the past from actually receiving the most optimal life that is fulfilling for you. And with the astral chart, your astral chart in particular, it's going to help you be very strategic. Wow, this card just flew out. We have the Virgo card coming out with integrity, reverence, and service. So if you can look at your astral chart as a tool of reverence, something that you should respect with a hint of playfulness, it will actually help you strategize how you can go about your life with the Capricorn energy, as we know the Capricorn energy to be very, one might say, strategic, very well thought out and executed in a very harmless way. And it's that ambition, the realization of, hey, I'm going to be real about what I want in life, and I'm going to take those methodological steps to getting what it is that I desire and transform my life with the help of the energy of Pluto, because it's really not scary, my beautiful blossom. And that's why you're here. You're here in the dark of the night, fixated on this persistence of an energy that is very loyal to you, and you can actually depend on your astral chart to give you a fixed plan, although mutable sometimes, depending on your own free will. A lot of people get kind of hung up about astral charts, like, this is my life and this is the way it's going to plan out, and I don't really want to know about it. Well, my beautiful blossom, there are different types of birth charts, okay? There are 3 different types. There are the Vedic, there is the tropical, and the sidereal. Depending on which one you want to look at, I would actually highly recommend the Vedic, but that's for another talk. So here we have the new moon in Aquarius, and you have to be open to change. With the astral chart, it gives you that foresight of, hey, this might be something that you may need to change because you got a little bit off track. When we're looking at your moon, your sun, and your rising sign, the astral chart definitely goes deeper than that. It can help you understand your strengths and your weaknesses. And not a lot of times do we want to make our weaknesses our strengths, right? Sometimes we try to avoid it and just make things a little tidy, right? But that's not what the astral chart tells us to do. What it's telling us to do is to expand our awareness, understand ourselves fully, so that way, as the moon phases, waxes and wanes, disappears, and also comes back fully. The moon is always there, my beautiful blossom. And with the moon's guidance, we can actually embrace the flow of life. Because being it real as it is, our universe is fully energetic. And when you realize that your life ebbs and flows, highs and lows, with even the currents of how the planetary celestial bodies move in our skies, you're going to realize it's actually pretty important to know the astral chart. And with that, it will allow you to beautifully blossom like the Queen of Wands, where you are full confident in yourself, knowing what triggers you, knowing what grows you, knowing what path you're going to take, because external advice is not sufficient. Your astral chart is not external advice. It's literally a map according to what time and place you were born, at the place in the world. And so with that, my beautiful blossom, the Wheel of Fortune is shining in your favor. This came out upright. And what that means is when you look at your astral chart, you have someone even read it for you. It might be a little too complicated for you, and that's okay. You can actually walk away knowing what it is that you are being called to do, what it is that you want to do, spending your time with your life, and not being betrayed by external voices, external influences. Because one thing I always like to coach people that I privately coach is that never ever take what you can get. And that Seven of Swords energy always gives me that kind of energy. And this is interesting. We're getting the Ace of Coins now. Because the Ace of Coins represents the hand of the universe, gifting you a coin. And what you do with that coin is completely up to you. Are you going to spend it away? Or are you going to take time and invest? Do your research, plan it out, map it out, strategize with all due respect that the universe is helping you keep balance and double what it is that you have been gifted, tenfold even. And with the Two of Coins, your astral chart, your birth chart, will give you this kind of fixated energy where you can actually turn one coin into two, into 10, into 1,000,000, into 1,000,000,000, where you are now the embodiment of the energy of the Emperor. And what a beautiful energy to have, because the Emperor is very well aware of how he got there. Now, obviously, this is masculine energy, and we all have both feminine and masculine energies. So I'm just going to cover up the face a little bit because I kind of feel like somebody here is like a little bit annoyed. But that's okay, because like I said, with the Two of Wands and our spirit teams coming through saying, hey, you have to acknowledge the fact that you are made of both water and fire, of earth and air. And with those energies at play, you will be able to understand what it is that your full potential is calling you, my beautiful blossom. When you keep things in balance like that, you plan ahead and structure your life with the ambition of your astral chart. Start with the moon sign. Start with that first. And with this cup of tea. And with that, my beautiful blossom, I'm seeing definitely here a waxing and a waning moon. Interesting. And it appears to be full and it dissipates. Interesting. And so what's left here is just a few little bubbles here and there. One at the top, one at the bottom. And I see you here just kind of sitting, pondering your life. And with that, you can actually do a lot. You can ponder all the good things, seeing both sides of the fence, knowing which side you want to plant your seeds on to grow. And with that, my beautiful blossom, is such a wonderful message of fortune. And you can be assured that everything is protected in your favor, especially when you follow the birth plan that you are receiving in the stars. And with that, my beautiful blossom, I highly encourage you to start off with your sun, moon, and rising signs. So there we go. We have at it. I send you on your way with my love. Also some peace and some happiness too. Catch you on the next time. See you later. Bye.